So my last video kind of got cut off. While I was focusing today, I sort of tried to change the frequency. Just imagine you're on a train. Once you get the rhythm going, then you think about what's actually happening around you. You have the motion of everything. And then you have you. But what motion are you at? What frequency are you at? And so if you can change the dial, that's all I did. And so I figured out it was like tapping into something that was always there. Sometimes I will think up some word that's not in this language. Just kind of pops in my head. It's not a real language. I just sometimes think up nonsense words, right? Doesn't everyone, right? But today, it was as if I was speaking that language fluently. Better than English. Easily. No problem. It's like my primary means of communication. And so I realized this isn't, this is somewhat of a choice, isn't it? To never try to focus, to never try to meditate, to never see what things you can accomplish. Because one of my most interesting focusings, I wouldn't even call it a meditation, just focus. Just block out everything else. Just like the saying goes, rid your mind of what will be, what has been, and what will be. See only the task that is. So that's all I did. And so I found out that, whether I'm talking about today's focusing or this other time that all I did was focus. All I was doing was just getting my mind into a different state and just trying to just think about something and focus on it, obsess, and just think about one thing over and over and over and over and over and over, 1,000,000 times per second. That's all I did. And getting back to that significant focusing, I remember distinctly, not today, but the other time, it was like all of these emotions, all of these rhythms, all of these patterns, all of these motions, movements, rhythms. They were just laid out in front of me. And it was like, in summary, it was just like, can you imagine this? Do you have enough imagination for this? How about this? What about this? And just an overflowing of ideas to the point where, and in order to reach there, you have to dissociate while focusing on something. So the focusing plus the dissociation creates what was just some great ideas, plus this state where you're just, I was just understanding and thinking and processing differently, to the point where I don't even understand how I can, think at this speed and understand these ideas and contemplate these things. And, because it's not me. It's not usually me. But, that's why I do these things, so I can think about these things differently. Kind of reminds me of this one trip right before I was smoking some DMT, right before going to work one day, just because I'm crazy. I just thought it'd be fun. I think I was really doing it a lot, so just doing a lot of DMT. But it was like, I felt like I only had a short time. And so I said to myself, what can I possibly get done in 60 seconds? Like, I just thought that to myself, like, how stupid is that to even try to do anything in 60 seconds? Anything of value, right? And so that was one of the most significant moments for years, because it was just, can't even describe how many things I saw, how many ideas. And it was like, here's a condensed history of, I don't want to say like a, people, but it was just all this information from all these different centuries about all these different people. And it was all just packed into one little thing. It was just like as if someone had just taken all these different facts and then just sliced it down to where I could process everything individually, easily, in that one little moment that was like an actual minute. But it was like, is this good enough type of thing. And so I guess the the thought was, the lesson I guess was, there's no limit on how fast you can process information. There's, human beings are powerful. And I mean, there's so many lessons, but that was something I enjoyed. So I think that's enough rambling for one video. So I think I'm going to make another video about either about Israel or about the Maui fires. Yeah, I think the Maui fires are coming up next.